Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Savannah, Georgia. We are heading over to Graveface Museum. We've been here many times before in the past. Amazing Oddities Museum. They're always changing out their exhibits. We haven't been here for like the last year, I guess. So we'll see what's new. Let's head on in. A little nod to Clerks. We're starting off in the gift store. Get some satanic masks. Would you go for the gray with the horns? The black and white, Anton? Regular skin color? That looks ridiculously real. Or the actual devilish looking one. We got some taxidermy. Burnery. Wow. Look at that dummy. Look at this. This is where we got the ridiculous squirrel that's giving us the finger in our kitchen along with our tiki stuff. Some history of Graveface. Ooh, Rumpelstiltskin. And so they're cool with video or pictures in any of the areas, except for there's an exhibit that's here now around Gigi Allen that they're asking folks to not film, which is fine. Look at this, I love that. Oh, they have tiki mugs. Teletubbies, time for Tubby Custard. Getting ready to go in. They do a guided tour for the first section of the museum. And then you're kind of on your own, and then you have a couple more guided areas. Pennsylvania Prison Soap. Clementine, the five-legged cow. The Jersey Devil. Look at those guys.
And I think some of us might have missed a rule. We're just go over them really quickly. So it's no eating, drinking, smoking, baking, no touching, photos, videos, all good to go except for one exhibit, and that's the Gigi Allen. It's all free to play as well. So just now that we got that out of the way, let me know if you have any questions about that stuff. But welcome to our first room. My name is Sophia, and this 1940s and 50s. So if you all were on a road trip back then and stopped at a roadside attraction, you'd very likely see some of the items we have in this room, like our two-headed cabs in the corner over there. Perhaps you would see the beautiful Clementine, the five-legged cow, or maybe even some of the straightforward leads to the Anton LaVey and Church of Satan exhibit, as well as the rest of the museum.
Oh, I love this. So, this is a real head. Bear, 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 bear. We're going through. We missed the room. Heaven's Gate.
My Heavenly Father, I know that
Grab your Nikes. Grab your bags.
What's his name?
This is his shirt. And we're back. Anton LaVey. The Church of Satan. I can't help but think of Venom. A league with Satan. The Satanists. It's the Aleister Crowley tarot deck.
that's what I thought.
It's the first printing of the Satanic Bible.
Look at his eyes.
He's doing the horns. So this pendant that he has on is an original, or his original Baphomet pendant.
Yeah.
I think it's Ed and Lorraine Warren. Phallic and miscellaneous staffs from Chris Carr. And this is Christopher Carr, the ritual magician and sorcery. It's an Oddfellow skeleton. I hear tip through the tulips. Super haunted photo. Oh, it's coming through here. Tip through the tulips. Oh my goodness. It is haunted, this doll. The person who bought it here has been known to move when it's unplugged. Oh, and it just stopped working.
The person who brought it here has been known to move when it unplugged. Its internal electronics are also totally Frankenstein.
Oh my god. So,
How it works whenever.
yeah. It just stopped working. I have like goosebumps now. So the last time that we were here through the haunted doll section and we recorded with our regular camera, we looked at one of the dolls and said something, and the battery in the camera literally just zeroed out. It just died and it had a full battery. No joke, no kidding. Like, I mean, probably one of the scariest moments that I think I've ever had in any type of ghost adventure. This is a doll in the grave. Maggie. It was this doll, I think. Willie talks. He actually talks. The clown turned back on and he's moving by himself. I mean, I have no way to prove that it's
Maybe it's not.
gimmicked or something, but what the hell, it just literally moved on its own. Look at these guys. Jesus, he's moving in there. More dolls. Clowns. So this doll Felix is one of the most active items on display. 9 spirits allegedly reside within this single doll. That's ridiculous. This stuff gives me the heebies. Ooh, there's a new experience opening this fall. This was like a pimple area when we were here last time. Clowns, freak shows. Captain Don's tattoo machine. These are flash sheets from Captain Don Leslie. Here he is. There's a sideshow carny, swallowed swords, ate fire, all that good stuff. Captain Don passed away in 2007. It's a sword. Little Michael Myers and Halloween music behind us from the pinball machine. They have an Ed Gain exhibit that is behind the door. It's JoJo the dog-faced boy. And while I should mention that there's all this kind of circus show stuff or freak show stuff, we've been to the museum at Ringling in Sarasota. Fantastic museum. We've also been to the Showman's Museum in Tampa. Lots of crazy cool stuff there too. We'll try to put a link to those videos down below for you guys. Headed into the Ed Gein exhibit. So a couple things. There's lampshades in this exhibit, which have been debunked to not be made by Ed Gein because he didn't have electricity in his home. He did make items out of the skin of his victims. And also the chair that we've seen before was debunked that he didn't make that as well. We're headed upstairs. This is a John Wayne Gacy painting of Ed Gein, who is the inspiration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. These are photos of his victim that was found on property. A lock of Ed Gein's mother's hair with a piece of her scalp. If you guys are interested in Ed Gein, the next season of Monster on Netflix is going to be focused on him. And we're into the Jeffrey Dahmer exhibit. Some of Dahmer's cutlery. Birthday card from Jeffrey. Dahmer's prison Bible. And his high school trumpet. And his glasses. Charles Manson items here. This is the jacket of a prison guard. We have the David Koresh, Branch Davidian stuff. Spawn Ranch. Dolls made by Charles Manson. These are Jim Jones glasses, as well as some Flavor Aid packets. I know everybody always thinks about drinking the Kool-Aid, but it was actually Flavor Aid. Tanya Harding's skate, attacking Nancy Kerrigan. We're going into the John Wayne Gacy room. It's a scale model made by Gacy.
John had two sisters, an older sister and a younger sister. So she stayed in contact with them. She was the only
John Wayne Gacy loved Disney.
She became the executor of his estate by default. She's the reason of some of the items that came from Gacy's prison. These isn't replica.
More Seven Dwarfs.
The bodies were buried under the house.
Mickey Mouse. And of course, clowns. Clowns, clowns, clowns. And Bambi. Monsters. And Elvis. Graveface has the biggest Gacy collection anywhere. So if you're interested in learning about Gacy, this is the place to go to. Here's his log.
Go down there. That pretty much confirms they would have known what they were doing. So that's why it's a relevant question. Yes, and he was sending them down there to spread quick crime sometimes too, supposed to make it smell a little less horrible. And that's an interactive exhibit. If you'd like it to be, you're welcome to get in there and see what you think about the situation.
All right, so we're gonna get out of Graveface. Awesome exhibits as always. I like that. Every time that we come, there's always something new, or it's a different layout.
Changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So they also do haunted tours at night, and it's very sporadic. So you have to check their website if you're interested in that. That said, in the haunted doll area, I did use an SLS for a minute to see if anything would be picked up, and nothing. Although we saw that mannequin or marionette kind of moving on its own and stopped working. Didn't pick anything up on the SLS. They also have a new museum in town which is dedicated to horror movies, which sounds incredible, but we're in a time schedule here to get back to Orlando, so I think it's a skip for today, but it's always another reason to come back. So thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.